Welcome back once again. Here Dylan from Space Cadet Crypto talking about Bitcoin and Ethereum in today's episode. And as you can see, Bitcoin is actually taking a dump right now on the charts. As you can see, it broke out of the symmetrical triangle. If we zoom in right here, it's going to jump right into the charts because we were seeing some volatility today. So we were consolidating in the symmetrical triangle for the last since April 22nd, so around 3-4 days. And we finally reached towards this apex, and we're seeing this drop here of this wick right here. We had a low of 47,600. Right now we're just kind of battling between 4,800, but I don't really see that much volume for Bitcoin to hold its price around between this range of 50k to 48k. So I see that we're having another could have continual downside to our price target here of the symmetrical triangle breakout at around $4,600. So Bitcoin is still finding its bottom. It still hasn't just found it just yet until we see some clear recovery signs. We still are oversold on our side. We're just going to be staying down here until this correction finishes, because right now the crypto markets are facing a correction right now. But that being said, once Bitcoin does find its bottom, and I've been saying this in a lot of other altcoin videos I've been making, we will see the altcoins pump up and rise. So that's a good thing. But back to my main point of this video is to talk about Ethereum, because Ethereum has been outperforming the whole crypto market as a leading altcoin. And we can see that time and time again. Every time Bitcoin has dumped, we actually seen Ethereum make all-time highs during this huge move to the downside from around 65k to all-time highs for Bitcoin, all the way down here to 47, 48, 50k. We've seen Ethereum perform extraordinarily well, at least keeping above its $2,000 range, which has been really hard, which has been a very hard resistance for Ethereum last couple months. But right now we're seeing a lot of strength with Ethereum, also breaking new all-time highs at 2,600 the other day. So Ethereum is looking like it can make massive moves, especially when compared to Bitcoin and a lot of altcoins at the moment, because Ethereum has been stagnant these past couple months. It has a lot of room to grow. And we could take a look at the chart for Ethereum right now. And as you can see, it is still making a symmetrical triangle. We did have a fake out right here where we did break out of the symmetrical triangle to make a move to upside, but at that point Bitcoin was dropping tremendously. So we did see the high at 2,600, but we saw an eventual come back and bounce of support from this ascending support line here for the symmetrical triangle. And now we've just been moving between these support and resistance levels. And this is the 4-hour chart here. So we did see a touch today at 2,200. So that's where we're kind of at right at this moment. And this 4-hourly candle still has 2.5 hours left before it closes, but I would still see a bounce from here and then to an overall move back up here to the 2,300 area, where we could see once Bitcoin finds its bottom and either starts trading sideways or a little bit to the upside, we can see Ethereum break out of this symmetrical triangle for its true price target of around here at around 2750. So that is a good price target for Ethereum. It has been stagnant for the last couple months, as you can see here, forming another symmetrical triangle here before starting at the middle of February, right? It's been just consolidating, trading at this range for various months until it finally broke out, and now it's still creating another bullish pattern to the upside, right? A bullish pennant or a symmetrical triangle here. And usually they break towards the side of where the momentum is going, the price action is going. So if it's moving to the upside and it creates a symmetrical triangle, it's going to be more likely to break to the upside. So we're seeing a price target at 2750 for Ethereum. But I also want to take a look at the Ethereum compared to Bitcoin chart, because that is also very telling on what Ethereum is going to be doing in this bull run after Bitcoin finds its bottom. So let's take a look at that right now. Okay, so now we're on here the Ethereum compared to Bitcoin pairing chart, and we see that it has actually been forming this symmetrical, or this symmetrical triangle here for the last couple months. No, wait. Okay, so we're here for the Ethereum. Okay, so this is the Ethereum compared to Bitcoin pairing chart, and we see that actually Ethereum and the Bitcoin pairing chart has been forming this symmetrical triangle here for years, starting here at the beginning of the triangle in 2017. So the last bull market, we saw that Ethereum rose in price compared to Bitcoin, and it actually came to a point where one Ethereum was worth around 0.17 of a Bitcoin, so 17% of a Bitcoin, which is a huge evaluation for Ethereum compared to right now where it is around 0.4 or 0.03%, so 3% of a Bitcoin as of right now, because Ethereum is worth around 2,000 and Bitcoin's around that 50,000 mark. So Ethereum is not worth a lot compared to Bitcoin. But at these prices right here, at the 2017 bull run, we did see Ethereum get to a price target of about 17% of a Bitcoin. So it's a huge valuation, which is very exciting for Ethereum's price, because if Bitcoin leads up to the 6-digit Bitcoin that it will eventually get to at the end of this bull market, and if Ethereum is just 10% of that, then we can see a $10,000 Ethereum and $15,000 Ethereum. It all depends on Bitcoin's pricing at that moment too, but I see a lot of potential for Ethereum because it did break out of this descending resistance right here. So we saw this descending resistance coming down here, and finally in this area we did manage to break it and find some support on it as well. So it's very, very promising here for this chart. And as we can see here, the price target is almost around that mark of around 15 to 16% of a Bitcoin. That's why Ethereum has a lot of room to grow, and especially we can see that with the performance here in the market for Ethereum. We see here Ethereum is still forming bullish patterns, and it has stayed above its moving averages as well compared to Bitcoin. Bitcoin has been dropping between its 20-day moving average, its 50-day moving average, and as of right now, if I put the EMA ribbon on, we are still above it. It's very bullish, as we can see here. If I'm zooming in the last, this is the last week or two. This is the daily chart. As you can see here, we still are using this EMA ribbon as support, moving all the way up here, and like finding resistance or finding support here at the EMA ribbon and at this finding support here at the EMA ribbon and the symmetrical triangle, moving up, and then still continuing to touch it every once in a while as support and still staying above that EMA ribbon. When we look at Bitcoin, it's another story right here. If we take a look at that, let's pull up Bitcoin right here. We have broken completely to the downside of this EMA ribbon here on the daily, so it is looking really weak. And also a lot of altcoins are showing the same thing as well. Right now Bitcoin is at 47,500. I see the price target still at my 4,600 in the next day or two, so we're on the lookout that for Bitcoin. But as of right now, Bitcoin is dumping, and so Ethereum is going to be following it, but we still see some strength right here. We need to have this hold the support here at 2183, which we see we're dipping below, but it also the daily candle does not close for another 2 hours and 30 minutes, so we have to see what it shows there. But I'm still seeing a lot of bullish strength for Ethereum right now, apart from all the fundamental news that's going on, and how during the middle of summer they're going to be releasing the deflationary asset of Ethereum and how it's going to impact that. But we're seeing a lot of news and a lot of hype move around Ethereum, so right now would be the perfect opportunity. As we see Bitcoin here trying to find its bottom, we're seeing all the altcoins follow its lead. We see Ethereum still holding its main bullish position here above this EMA ribbon, which is a very bullish sign. And we see not many days left for the apex of this symmetrical triangle breakout. So as you can see right here, we still have a couple days left. This is the daily. If you look on the 4-hourly, still showing the same thing. We are fluctuating between this EMA ribbon. Right now it's flipping bearish, but it is just a 4-hourly. Remember, the higher the time frame, the more accurate you're going to see the price movement when you're drawing these larger patterns right here. This is a pattern that started from the 15th of April from its original all-time high at 2,500, and then moving down here to the mid 2000s, right now the 25th of April. So Ethereum is one of my #1 picks as of right now because it's held its price so well throughout this constant dumpage of Bitcoin. We still see Ethereum holding its EMA ribbon, so it's looking way more bullish. It is a little bit oversold on the RSI as of right now, and we still, even with this immense amount of volume here, the selling volume, we still are holding above this EMA ribbon, so it's looking very bullish for Ethereum. So that's what this whole video is about, is saying that Ethereum has a lot of potential. We just saw a 3-year resistance line and using it as support compared to Bitcoin's pricing. So we know that if Bitcoin's pricing finds its bottom and it's to stay stagnant for the next couple weeks, this could be a huge month for Ethereum. In May, we could see a $3,000 Ethereum. Right now, our price target for the symmetrical triangle would be a $2,800 Ethereum. And then from there, we can see some consolidation for maybe a week or two here until it makes its next move upwards, maybe creating some sort of bull flag here, and then moving up to this price of around $3,000. But it is possible for Ethereum at this point, especially because even with today's dumpage right now, this $1,000 dump for Bitcoin right now, it was holding at around 49,000, 50,000 in the morning. Now it's at 47,000. It's down 5%. Ethereum is only down less than 1%. So that is a crazy defiance against the Ethereum and Bitcoin price. So Ethereum is now kind of decoupling from Bitcoin in terms of that drop in price every time we see Bitcoin drop. It is not out of the woods just yet for Ethereum. We still are going to see that coordination of the crypto markets with Bitcoin once it drops, because it is a leading asset. It is the leading asset for cryptocurrency, but Ethereum is also placing itself as the leading asset for altcoins. And we saw that the other day too, because we saw that Bitcoin was stagnant, but once we saw Ethereum move and jump up in price and pump to these levels, we did see Bitcoin pump the same way, but it was more following Ethereum than it actually was leading the market. So that's a very good sign. We see Ethereum is now finding its own footing for its price action, but our next price target would be around 27.62 for Ethereum. And if we were to break this to the downside, let's see what that would actually be here too. If we were to break this to the downside, we would find ourselves with a $1,700 Ethereum. But like I said, if we extend this this ascending support up here, we could see only just drop to a $1,900 Ethereum here, using this as previous resistance here as support now, which we saw. So around that $2,000 area, we could see that drop in price. I don't see it going any further lower than that, just because of the momentum of Ethereum and how it's just been holding this EMA ribbon as support, riding along through it. But our next stop would be that $2,800 Ethereum, maybe a little bit less. So if you're looking for placing long positions or short positions, those would be your targets. This symmetrical triangle, once we find that breakout, this confirmed breakout of a 4-hourly, 2 4-hourly candles, we could see that move to the upside. But then again, we also do have to wait for Bitcoin's price to find its bottom as well. But right now, Ethereum is holding its price around 2,200 area, 2,300 area. That's been fluctuating these last couple of days. So we know that there's a big move that's going to come. And that is it for this video. If you enjoyed my content, remember to like and subscribe. I'm doing this content daily. I'm trying to find as many altcoins as I can, because altcoin season is just around a corner. We do see Bitcoin finding its bottom in the next week or two. And once we do that, we will see all these altcoins rise, because right now the markets are in a lot of panic and fear, and we do see that in a lot of fear indexes. We see the retail investors are not comfortable yet placing their money into these markets because they see a lot of high volatility. But once Bitcoin stabilizes in volatility, or it starts going to the upside, we do see all those altcoins going up with it. So that's when we see a lot of people putting their money into the market. So right now is the perfect time when everybody is scared to place their money, afraid of losing money. That's when you want to buy at the cheapest price available. There's a lot of altcoins on discount right now, especially with Ethereum too, holding out above this slightly above $2,000 mark is a great buy to ride to the bull market. So that is my video for today. Remember, like and subscribe if you appreciate my content. I'm trying to pump these out daily. And without further ado, that is it. Peace out.